Mohamed Salah is better than Eden Hazard. If you are one of those who believe in this particular statement I just made, if you are one of those who champion that particular cause of saying Mohamed Salah is better than Eden Hazard, please, I need you to do a rethink. I need you to think about that thing again. Mohamed Salah better than Eden Hazard. Football these days, I don't know, football fans these days generally, I don't really understand how we process the game, how we see football. I really don't understand how you will just sit down, you as a football fan, you watch football, you understand the game, and you come out to say Mohamed Salah is better than Eden Hazard. Even if Eden Hazard has said it in one of his interviews that yes, Mohamed Salah is better than himself. They are friends. Anybody. Come on now. We cannot use that to judge. We watch both of them. We watch Eden Hazard. We watch Mohamed Salah. So it's not something that it's not just something about just opinion. It's about what we saw on the pitch, what they were able to do on the pitch, what they did for their various clubs that they played for their country. That is what we are talking about. What they did on the pitch for their teams, how they were able to help their teams at various points, in different situations. On the pitch, football is played on the pitch, not on the statistics board. Football is played on the pitch, not on the statistics board. Because I don't get it. I just feel I feel really bad because I feel really sad because of how Eden Hazard's career ended. Honestly, I was not happy because he was a player that we wanted more from. We knew what he had inside. We knew the potential that guy had. Even leaving Chelsea to Real Madrid, everybody thought that this guy was going to be, the best player in the world, with that move. But little did we know that, that would be the end of his career, and by virtue of the injuries that he started, the injuries and everything about, that really it makes me sad each time I think about it. Each time I think about how people disrespect Eden Hazard right now, comparing him to Mohamed Salah. When Eden Hazard was in the Premier League, I never heard all this talk about Salah better than Eden Hazard. I never saw it one day. No Liverpool fan could stand up and say Mohamed Salah. You can't. How in 2016, 2017, 2019, 2018, you would say Mohamed Salah is better than Eden Hazard? How are you going to say that? Would it even make any sense? But recency bias now, because of in recent moment, since Eden Hazard moved from Chelsea to Real Madrid, the injuries kept reoccurring. His body couldn't really take it anymore, and the guy decided to call it quits. And people just decided to just forget about how this guy made us feel as football fans. What this guy could do on the pitch, even before he came to Chelsea, even before Eden Hazard came to Chelsea. You know what Eden Hazard has done for Lille? A league where you had PSG, a league where you had Olympique Marseille, a league where you had Lyon back then. These were the strongholds in the French football. Eden Hazard helped Lille to the title, winning the young player at some point, winning best player at some point. He was just the best player in France, even before he came to the Premier League. And when he came to the Premier League, come on guys, we all saw what Eden Hazard was doing on the pitch. There is no defender in Premier League that played during the time where Eden Hazard was in the Premier League that you would ask, who is the most difficult player you played against. All of them. Watch interviews, go to YouTube, watch interviews. They will tell you that Eden Hazard was the most difficult player for them that they played against. Was the most difficult player they ever played against. All the defenders. Over 80-90% of the defenders said Eden Hazard was the most difficult player to play against. That is how incredible this guy is, or was in his playing days. And then you compare Mohamed Salah, who we know he scores a lot of goals, he's had a lot of assists. When it comes to statistics, Mohamed Salah has it. We know that. That's not a doubt. But we are talking about what each of these players could do on the pitch. Eden Hazard come on now. When Eden Hazard was in his prime, I don't like to use the word prime. Each time Eden Hazard gets on the pitch, even if Salah is on that same pitch, everybody, even Liverpool fans know that they are done for. They know that they stand no chance. Eden Hazard. Come on now. I even saw some persons comparing Salah to Thierry Henry recently. Come on. This is not fair. This is not fair to football. Because football is made for entertainment, all right? In as much as it's also business, it's also a business venture. We understand the business side of it. It's primarily made meant to entertain we the fans. All right? And some of the best players that has ever played the game were the players who entertained us. Ronaldinho is a player that his name will never leave. His name Ronaldinho will stand the test of time. That is because of the memories he left in the minds of the fans. What he did on the pitch. That is the same player. That is, we have JJ Okocha. These players were able to leave memories in the minds of the fans. That is why till tomorrow they will keep getting invited to charity matches to entertain the fans, to give hope to other footballers out there. That is the same player Eden Hazard was. That is how incredible Eden Hazard was. And you compare, please, if you are one of those that are championing that cause of Mohamed Salah is better than Eden Hazard, please stop it. I think it's disrespectful to Eden Hazard himself. It is disrespectful to football. Honestly, it's just my take anyways.